do want to mention the other way of making a ruler that I showed some of my students the other day, and that is to use a dollar bill. In this case, I have a $5 bill. Now, this isn't exactly perfect, but typically dollar bills are about 6 inches wide. So you could go ahead and make marks on a piece of paper to mark off 6 inches. So you could do like that would be a 0, and that could be the 6, right? And so that you would have that. You could also then fold the dollar in half, and that would give you your 3 inches. So you can mark that on your 0, and then mark that. This mark would be 3 inches. Okay, so now you have your 0 and your 3 and your 6. And then the last thing you want to do is probably try to do the best you can of folding this in thirds. So try to get where this fold and what's left is about the same. And one way you can test that after you just kind of look at it is to fold it like that, and it should kind of line up. Right in there, it's lined up. Here it's lined up. And this is going to give you roughly about an inch, because we took that 3 inches and we divided it in thirds. So that's going to be our 1 inch. That's going to be our 2 inch. That's going to be our 4 inch. That's going to be our 5 inch. And so there you kind of have a general idea of your ruler. You can kind of make some adjustments. If you notice, like this one's smaller than these two, you know, move this over a little bit, move this over a little bit. Try to make them more evenly spaced. But that gives you a good idea of what you got to do. One thing you might want to try to do is just, again, go ahead and break these up into you know, half to make half inches. So kind of, again, just eyeball it. Halfway between 0 and 1 is right about there. Halfway between here and 2 is about there. Halfway between 2 and 3 is right about there. And 3 and 4. 4 and 5, that's a little off, so make adjustments, and so on. And then I would go and just continue going in half. So to get your 1/4 inch, mark there in half, 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 and so on. And then just keep going and do your 1/8 of an inch. And that's probably as detailed as you need to go on this ruler. That gives you an idea of how much an 1/8 of an inch is. Okay, and so on. All right, so you can finish that out if you need that. Otherwise, get your ruler and let's get started. So first thing I want to do is just to try to make sure I'm not writing this on the edge, and make sure